Peter Obi, what he did when he was governor of Anambra State and what he keeps doing and what he's capable of doing when he becomes the president of Nigeria. And today we will be talking about all the things that the Obidient movement have been doing so far. We'll continue from yesterday. My name is Jayceekah Chinwe, and with me is my co-host, Sharon Enemchukwu. How you doing?
I'm good. How
Are you fine?
Yes, I am.
You look calm. Really calm. This is all like you.
I am fine. I'm fine.
All right. So how was your night?
It was pretty great.
Okay. So like I said, we are continuing from yesterday, right? We just want to give a short recap of how the Obidient movement have been faring so far.
Yeah.
It's been an amazing journey. Like, I personally wish I could go to this Obidient movement persons, like go and shake them one after the other and tell them thank you, give them a hug, like you really did a great job. And it's amazing that all of these people have been doing this thing without being paid. You know, even aside from all of them, do you know that we ourselves, we are part of the Obidient movement?
Oh, are you asking? Of
Yes,
course
like when I think about it, I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, other people are doing one or two things. We ourselves, we are also participating in this movement.
I believe that like the Obedient movement, as long as you're doing something to champion the cause, of course you are obedient. Do you
Yeah.
understand? You don't have to. We appreciate people who are out there on the streets, but like whichever medium you can use to champion the movement, that is okay for me.
That's amazing. Okay, so about talking about the Obidient movement and how it's been faring so far. We're just going to list one or two things, just anything that you've noticed so far.
Yeah.
But when I started getting conversant of this Obidient and everything was when people were starting to register for their voting.
Yes.
And there are these people called, what's it called, the Patriots in Oka. So what they did, I don't know their goal, but then someone told me about the movement and everything, and I just decided to help out. And what they did was to help as many people as possible to register them to register their voting and everything. And I was really amazed because when my friend told me about the Patriots, I was like, okay, who is funding this whole thing? Because people were just going out. Wi-Fi and everything was needed. People were just giving out food and, you know, transportation and everything. And these are young people coming together to help other people register their name and everything. No, sorry, I wasn't supposed to say name, PVC, right? So, and I was, in my mind, I was like, okay, what's the point in helping these people? But when I started helping these older people register, I realized that it was actually hard for them because they could not access the internet. They didn't have Android phone or smartphones, you know, and it was kind of hard for them to go to headquarters or INEC office just to register something that they can do with their phone. So one of these movements is the Patriots, and I really like what they did. I know it didn't really take much. It didn't really take much money, but then I like the sacrifice,
It's
and
the
I was
effort.
it's the effort, and I was part of them. It was strenuous, honestly. It was really strenuous because I have to come in the morning or sometimes in the afternoon and go late. You don't even know the specific time that you're going, and sometimes food is not even available for you all the time. But then you still have to use your money and feed yourself and transport yourself. But this is one of the things that people do just to make sure that Peter Obi becomes the president of Nigeria.
Exactly.
Have you noticed anything so far?
Of course, like it's hard not to even like notice these things. It's very glaring that the obedience, like we like to call ourselves, they are not taking this lightly, and they are putting in 100%. Talking about the obedient movement from start, we've seen how people have used their funds to champion the movement. You talked about the Patriots, right? That is really brilliant. I love the fact that it was just about teaching these older people, right, to know how to, helping them to register. Something else that I saw, okay, so where I went to register for my PVC that day was just mostly like the majority of the crowd were students, right? So this man just came and volunteered and got us drinks and snacks for the 2 days, for 2 days straight, like you will come and there will be enough snacks. Like that was an individual, but that was his own way of contributing to the movement. And then I've seen other stuff. You mentioned enlightening people on how to vote. I've seen people go to the marketplace. You go to market and then you see people with their van painted label color green and the rest, and they'll be sharing apron. What is it called? Just little stuff, and those stuffs are not really little because they cost a whole lot of money. When you look at the number of production, you know, they are making every single day, and it has just really advanced from the beginning up until now. Honestly, I didn't know it was going to go this far. Even let's look at like international waters, right? The things that these people are doing in diaspora, it's been crazy. It's been crazy. We are talking, I just want us to like talk about what they are doing on the grassroots, because if we start talking about social media, it's a whole lot. It's a whole lot. And yes, and then another thing about the Obidient movement I love is the reception that they give to Mr. Peter Obi. Yesterday, Mr. Peter Obi was in Oka, unannounced. Like, I didn't even hear about it, but you needed to see the crowd. You needed to see people who were coming out for Peter Obi on such short notice, and it was just really lovely to see. Yeah,
that's really amazing. And what is even more amazing is how these people, like you talked about, them giving snacks, how they do not really ask Peter Obi, okay, I need this money, I need 50 million, I need 10 million, I need 10,000 naira to purchase this thing for these people because we're in support of you. They do all of these things from their own pockets. And it's even like, if I begin to tell you guys what people have been doing so far, maybe you are there listening to me and you've been going all out to make sure that people are being sensitized to vote for Peter Obi. But then we recognize you guys and we really, really appreciate what you've been doing. Honestly. And this is actually the purpose of this show, you know, to reach to people in the grassroots who have been doing one or two things. And talking about sensitization, let's go to the church aspect. There's a church that actually printed a whole, you know, there's this thing that shows you how to vote for.
Like a dummy ballot paper, right?
A dummy ballot paper. And this church printed a whole lot. You know how congregations are, how much they are. So they had to like print much of these things, and they were sharing it and sensitizing each and every one of the members how to vote. That takes money. That takes resources. That takes time. And it's amazing to see that people are doing all of these things. I mean,
my God.
Sometimes when I think about it, I'm like, okay, what did Peter Obi do exactly? Like, what did he do to the minds of people?
You know, talking about the church, right? I just need to give it to the church. I did not know that there would come a time where the church would come out as one force to openly canvass for one candidate. It's never
not about denomination.
It has not been done before, and I really like that. And then talking about churches, I know my church actually had to speak with INEC and had to beg them to come use the church to register voters, right? And then, of course, the members would be part of. So on Saturday, I remember that time last year, they told everybody to come on Saturday. If you haven't registered, that you would register for your vote. And it actually worked. And it was not just that church, right? Other churches did that. And it was just really, you know, sometimes, right, some people just talk and talk and talk, but they don't really have the works to back it up.
Exactly.
But I love how churches would. On Sunday morning, your pastor is telling you, don't vote wisely. Vote Peter Obi. Yes, and I really love that. And then they are making provision. I know of a church, right, that I think a Catholic church that said that there will be members cannot worship in that church on Sunday except you come in with your PVC.
Wow.
So your PVC,
went viral. I heard something like that. Even in schools.
Oh, in schools.
Unisic schools, there are some classes or department that told them that if you want to be part of those that will get the attendance and everything, you have to come with your PVC. I somehow think that that's quite extreme, but then I love it because a lot of people went out to get
extreme.
their PVC.
We need extreme
because some people are really stubborn.
Yes, we need extreme in this country, really. I don't think we should be doing the normal thing and expecting different results. So yes, it's high time we do extreme. And I love how I'm really surprised that schools did that. I only knew of churches and even some events. here, some events in this place, right? They will tell you there's no ticket, entry fee is PVC. Wow. How was the PVC only? I don't know how they call it. Yeah, you can only enter.
A couple of events like that.
Yeah, wow. And it's just really beautiful that the entire society is putting. And that was the period where they were just telling you get your PVC. They were saying vote Peter Obi, but it was not really. But now everybody's not telling people. Everybody's like vote Peter
like vote wisely. No,
right?
Yesterday we said that. An actor said that you'll be telling someone vote wisely, but then that person is actually foolish because he doesn't really know who to vote, the right person to vote for. So there is nothing like vote wisely again. Please vote Peter Obi. I think it's how many days more to go?
Oh my God, it's two or 3 days. 3 more days, right?
When this is crazy.
This is coming. This is reality.
Exactly, and we really cannot wait to experience what is going to happen after Saturday. I just hope that everything works out well. First of all, I'm really sad about something.
What was that?
Somewhere in Inewi, I saw a video.
Oh my God!
Yeah, you saw that,
I saw
right?
That too.
How I don't know what is wrong with people. Why would someone take, and those PVCs are up to thousands, if not millions, of PVC, and they threw it away. Someone had to, they said
it was a hunter.
A hunter picked it up from one place I don't even know. And these people have been looking for their PVCs somewhere in Inewi. Why is someone, why is people wicked like this?
This is beyond wickedness. This is beyond wickedness.
And you know that there's some people that have been going all and all to get their PVC. And it's looking like they are not serious. Because when you meet them, like, do you have your PVC? And they tell you they don't. It makes them feel foolish, like you've been clamoring for change yet you don't have your PVC. And then
those PVCs are new ones. Yes. That is like, so the thousands of people that went to register in Inewi North, so you mean their efforts are actually wasted? Exactly.
And you can imagine if this is actually happening in different areas in Nigeria.
That is another thing. Because I was telling you one time on this show, a student, right, that was complaining that they couldn't find their PVC. Him and his entire classmates in his department. They were searching for that. They would go to INEC different offices and they'll tell them that it's not yet available. And it was not making sense because they registered since last year, July, June, and it was not yet available. So this is this is the height of wickedness. This is witchcraft to me.
This is making me so angry.
Because
honestly.
They do not even use it to read.
Exactly.
They threw it away.
It's just as if they are so confident that they will not win. So they are doing everything humanly possible to just twat the whole plan.
Oh my God. And then Inewi North is in Anambra. It just says a whole lot about the masterminds of these things, right?
Exactly.
It says a whole lot, and it's really, really, really heartbreaking. Honestly, it's so sad.
Let's just go on a very quick break. Let's take water. Let's take water and calm down because we are really not happy. It's just crazy what has been going on so far. But then the Obidient movement is still up, is still standing, and we really see you guys. We appreciate all you've done so far. We'll go on a very short break, and when we come back, we'll talk more. Stay tuned.
Hello, this is my message to the Nigerian youths. I am glad that we have this great opportunity to discuss about the future of this country, Nigeria. Nigeria belongs to all of us, but to the youths most especially. I am super proud of what the youths have done, the realization that indeed the power lies with the youth. Indeed, successive governments and leadership have failed the youth. They've dismissed their capacity, the creativity, innovation. And this is why we were. I am here to speak to you that not only am I proud of you, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, is super proud of you. We're proud of the movement you're leading and all the sacrifices being made for a better Nigeria. I can tell you, Peter Obi means well for Nigerian youths. He will run a youth-inclusive government and purposeful leadership that will usher in a new dawn for generations to come. Job issues, unemployment, and indeed all the other hazards that we face as a younger generation, I believe will be a thing of the past, at least reduced significantly. I'm here to remind you that we are the last lap of this race when we all need to come to the consciousness that the effort we're going to put in the next coming weeks can change our trajectory completely and positively. So I want to urge you, do what you can to keep on the fight until a better Nigeria is achieved. You need to make sure that you realize again that you actually the one running for presidency, just using P2B and Dati Baba Ahmed as symbol. We are coming for a better Nigeria. This is time to vote for Labour Party. The logo is Papa, Mama, Pikin, or LP. On that day, come out in mass, show your energy, show your creativity, do everything you need to do positively to make sure your votes count. That means wait until the end. I am thankful to God for what the Nigerian youths are doing. God bless you all. Thank you.
Me.
Welcome back to Obidient Family TV. This is Go and Verify, where we give you guys updates of what Peter Obi has been doing so far. When he was the governor of Anambra State, see, I'm already calling him the president of Nigeria. Yeah. That's amazing. It's prophesying that Peter Obi is going to become the president. And we hope, and fingers crossed. All right, so we were talking about the Obidient movement.
Yes.
A lot has been going on, guys. A lot. And I don't think we are doing justice to what is actually going on right now, because things that these obedient people are doing is just so amazing. Like I said, sometimes I just feel like I could just go into this camera and hug these people one after the other, because they're doing so much, and I really appreciate that. And you know what I appreciate more?
Yeah.
I appreciate people who are also going under the sun to sensitize.
Honestly.
Like I saw a group of people. They were just distributing. Oh no, they weren't distributing anything first. There were other people that were distributing something, but then I saw a group of people trying to teach mothers and all of these people how to vote.
Yeah.
You know, there's a way you're supposed to vote.
Yes.
If you're following this Obidient Family TV, we have a program that shows you how to vote and everything.
Voting LP.
Yeah, voting LP. Just check that out. But then there are other people that goes outside under the sun to help people, teach them and educate them on how to vote. This is really good. And in other words, aside from this, these people are not being paid by Peter Obi. They are not being paid, and that is one amazing thing, because when there is money, anybody can do anything.
Honestly.
Imagine. But then when you're not getting anything directly from Peter Obi or from the source, it just means that you are doing it from a place of service, knowing that this thing will pay off at the end. So aside from all of these things, right, I would always advise, and I will keep advising, if you have your PVC and you're going to vote on that day, please be careful. Make sure that you guard your votes. Make sure that you're there till everything is settled. Because you don't, after doing all of these things, after sacrificing and going on out to make sure that everyone votes Peter Obi, and yet your vote is not being counted, your vote is not counted or whatever, it's not even going to pain you alone. It's going to pain everybody. So you have to be there and guard your vote.
Every vote counts. Really.
Every vote counts. So yeah, Sharon, do you have anything to say?
Yes. You know how you said you saw people teaching women how to vote and all that. Today, particularly, I mean, it's just few days to the election, and I'm still seeing those same people. I saw one in a bus, right? He was holding, I wish we had that here, this dummy ballot, right? And he was showing people how to vote. And I was hearing him say there is another party that has 5 human faces, Papa, Mama, and 3 children.
Are you serious? What's the name of the party?
I think it's Vertex Labour Party.
Labour?
Yes. That's what I heard.
Why are they trying to contradict all this?
Honestly, it's really, really confusing.
I've never seen that.
Yeah, I think I know that Labour Party is there, but it's I can't remember the beginning of the prefix, but it's Labour Party.
Okay, let's see.
Okay, all right. So he was trying to show us that this is where to vote, like show people in the bus this is where to vote. And then he was also saying something. I think they also made it known that LP is number 12 for the ballot paper. So this is just a dummy sheet. It's not like the original, but on that exact ballot paper, right, LP comes number 12. And it's just 3 people there, mama, papa, and 1 child. The other one is mama, papa, and 3 children. And it was just really confusing for me, because what is Vertex Labour Party? Because I don't understand. I've never heard of that name until now that P2B, you know, enter exactly. And then we are hearing. So there's just so much that they've been doing to confuse people. There was a time I heard that PDP, right? Which state was that? I can't pick whether it's Lagos, but I know PDP actually, they were, or is it Anambra? I'm not sure. They were sharing, what would I call it? They were sharing all these their bribery materials, food and the rest, and half bag of rice. And in the bag of rice was actually P2B's face. Wow. PDP. And then that's why sometimes, there was a time someone was talking to someone, and they said that she thought that P2P was in PDP. Because all these... Wait.
I really want to understand what you're saying right now. They were sharing bag of rice,
yes, half bag of rice.
And then there is Peter Obi's face on it, and then there is PDP.
Yes.
Well, that's very confusing.
It's very confusing. It's very, very confusing.
And that's very purposeful. Someone did that on purpose. Yes, it's
purposeful, honestly, because they want to throw people off their balance. They want to confuse people. You understand?
This is not good.
It's not good. But then I like the fact that, what I'm just saying, that I like the fact that Obidient are countering their every move.
Exactly.
Obidient are countering it back to back. And I love to see that. And then today, as I was coming to work, I saw people sharing stuff too. And a lot of people were trying to drag it. And you know,
what exactly are they sharing?
They were sharing face cap. They were sharing hand fan, the small hand fan with Labour Party there. They were sharing some leaflet handbills and aprons. Like, it was a lot. It was a lot. And I like that, you know, and they were doing this. And I saw women, I saw men, young men too, older men, and everybody was just coming
Those
together.
things are really thoughtful, though.
It's very thoughtful. And you know, they are going to market. So market women use this apron a lot. And you know it's hot, so you need your hand fan. Very wise people.
Like people sharing food. And they know how to get Nigerians, because they know that currently Nigeria is really facing it when it comes to food, money, and everything. So they know that if they give you a bag of rice, I mean, you throw your vote away, and then you collect the bag of rice.
I just want that bag of rice to feed you for 4 years.
Exactly. If to feed you for 4 years, continue, take it, and we'll also come there and collect our own
from you.
But then if it will not, please focus on the goal. The goal is better Nigeria. We need sustainable things, not something that will last for just a few weeks. Okay, we are going to continue tomorrow. We have other people that would love to bring on the show to tell us what they've been doing so far. And that's one of our goals in the show, Go and Verify. I was speaking with someone, and he was telling me that the things that he has done personally, I don't know why he's not trying to explain to me. I don't know if he did something that nobody in this world has done, but the measure of sacrifice, like he's just telling me that, Jessica, if I begin to explain, I told him you will come to this show by force, by fire, so people will see what you're doing. And he's a very young man, handsome one, and very intelligent, you know, has everything. I included the handsome, so that people that, you know, people will not think that it's only people that are jobless that are really doing this obedience movement thing. People are really out there.
So you're saying the opposition party, they're not fine.
Please, don't put words in my mouth, Sharon. All right, so this is where we call it a wrap on today's show. Tomorrow we'll dive deeper into this topic and talk more about the Obidient movement. It's been amazing speaking with Sharon, and I don't know if you want to add one or two things.
I think that's all, really. Just at this point, we don't even need to tell you vote P2B or whatever.
Yes,
you should know by now.
You should know by now. All right, don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms. All social media platforms, we are there. Don't also forget to leave your comments. It means a lot to us. Tell us where you're watching from and what you think. Any updates, just drop it there. You can also follow me on Instagram, Facebook, whatever. Jayceekah _. What about you, Sharon?
It's Sharon Enemchukwu.
All right. So, like I said, this is what we'll call it a wrap on today's show. Stay blessed, and don't forget to vote Peter Obi on Saturday. Bye for now.
Bye.